Hello, I'm Natasha Hemingway, Meaningful Success Coach and speaker. I help unsatisfied professional women who are trapped in a career they no longer love seek their true calling. Or, in other words, I help women move from their career to their calling so that they can step into their purpose and achieve meaningful success and true joy. And last video blog that I did, we talked about meaningful success, and what is it? And we also talked about the formula that I created that walks you through the steps of what it takes to get yourself to meaningful success and true joy. And the first thing I want to break down, and the only thing I want to focus on today, that's the first part of the equation, is called faith. So, like you see at the beginning of the video, you see the entire formula that I've created, and the first thing there is faith. So, the importance behind faith is really probably more than I could ever explain or articulate. Faith is the bedrock, it is the foundation of you being able to move forward to achieve meaningful success and true joy. Because meaningful success, to remind you of what the definition is, it's creating and cultivating what matters to you most and brings you purpose and joy. So let me let you know of one thing. We are all created for being at our best. We are all created for more. We are all unique. Your gifts, your talents, the abilities that you possess, no one else has those. You are unique in that way, and there's power in that. But somewhere along the way of our journey, really growing up as adults, we lose that and we forget that we possess that uniqueness, which is our superpower. We forget that. And I think it's because we get caught up in all of the success, the hype, the expectations, and those expectations of success and who you should be are sometimes placed on you by your parents, by yourself, by your loved ones, your significant others, by society, by your job, by your manager, you name it. It comes from all these external places and it's placed on you, and you start to believe and think that, yes, this is what I should be doing. Yes, this is the path that I need to take. And sometimes we get detached from the things that we truly want that bring us purpose and joy. And when you start seeking meaningful success, let me tell you, one big piece of this formula, and the piece that you are going to have to know, you're going to have to tap into, that you're going to have to activate, and you're going to have to literally hang your hat on, is faith. It's everything. It's the foundation. It is believing in the unseen. It's knowing that when you've been placed and you've been positioned somewhere, and you know that you are actually utilizing your gifts that you've been blessed with, it's actually taking action towards those things and believing even when you can't see it. It is having faith in your dreams, your goals, your gifts, your position, your calling. And that is not something that someone can teach you, right? You have to work on that yourself. And I speak, trust me and know, I speak from experience. I know this because it is a process and the journey that I have had to walk. And it is something that I've had to strengthen over time. It's just like your muscle, right? You work out, I work out. In order to maintain muscle, build muscle, you have to constantly work at it. It only grows by you putting in work, by you going to the gym, by you training your body. I always say the same thing about your spiritual muscle. Your spiritual muscle and your faith takes work. It takes putting the time in behind it. It takes reading, it takes studying, it takes prayer, it takes surrendering to actually get that faith muscle stronger. So I want you to know that when I discuss meaningful success, or where I have been brought to, and actually going from my career to my calling and having confidence in that, It has not come without faith. Please know, it has not come without a lot of faith, a lot of tears, a lot of perseverance, a lot of surrendering, and a lot of discernment, being tapped in to know that where I'm headed, which is towards my calling when I was going through this process, is exactly where I'm supposed to be. And all I need to have is faith and action. Those are the two things that I must possess, that I must put effort behind, I must put energy behind, I must put my body, literally my whole entire being behind it. Because faith it's believing in that thing that's unseen. It's taking your worries, your cares, your prayers, and casting them at His feet. And it's knowing that you know, even when you don't know, that it's all going to work out and that it's all going to happen. Now, I will say this, it doesn't mean that it's going to happen in the way that you want it to. It doesn't mean that it's going to come easy. It doesn't mean that it might not come without a lot of surrendering and sacrifice and prayers and pain. It does not mean that. But when you can rest in knowing that you have your faith rooted in His promises, everything will work out for the good. You will arrive to what meaningful success is for you. You will arrive to your calling. You will arrive to your purpose. You will understand and possess joy. You will strengthen your faith. Because let me tell you this, and I'm going to always remind you of this. Joy is an internal possession. It's a spiritual anchoring, and it's available to all of us. It is available to all of us, even amidst the suffering. So throughout my whole process of getting to meaningful success and going from my career to calling, it took increasing my faith. It took finding out what joy means and knowing how to tap into that over and over and over. And I cannot tell you how much peace I have, how much my faith is increased, how much my relationship with Christ has increased based off of that. So I want to encourage you to tap into your faith so that you can get one step closer, not a little step, a huge step closer to getting towards meaningful success and your calling, because that's why it's at the beginning of the formula, because it is the bedrock, it is the foundation that you build from as you move towards going from your career to your calling and stepping into your purpose and into your truth and possessing joy over and over and over, no matter what your circumstances look like, no matter if you don't know what your calling is yet, or even if you're operating in your calling at that, even now, currently, it's the bedrock of it. I cannot stress it enough. I cannot wait to have deeper conversations around faith and what it looks like and how to strengthen it. So I want to leave you guys with this. Faith takes work, because faith without works is dead. So you must work at your faith. And that work is not sometimes like this outward external thing. Sometimes it's just going inward. It's going inward and it's being quiet and it's being still to get that direction and to be able to move forward. So until next time, I can't wait to share more around this topic with you guys. I would love for you to comment below and let me know what faith is to you and how it's helped you move. Or even if you don't know what your faith is, or you don't know what faith is, I want to know. Let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation. If you're watching from YouTube, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, comment below. Let's have some discussion and dialogue. You can find me on NatashaHemingway.com at my website, or Natasha Hemingway via Facebook. My business page is Natasha Hemingway. Instagram is Natasha Hemingway. You can find me anywhere via my name. I thank you guys for tuning in, for sharing this space with me, and for dialoguing and having conversations around this as we unpack the pieces to this formula to get you closer to meaningful success and true joy. If you have further questions and you want to discuss this on a deeper level, go to my website, NatashaHemingway.com, and book what I call a breakthrough discovery call, or The better way of saying it is a career to calling strategy session. And that's free and it's available to anyone. So I look forward to speaking with you guys next time. Until then, take care.